The footage you're seeing here was shot entirely on my iPhone 15 Pro with the Sandmarc 58mm and Blackmagic camera app. It's become my go-to setup when shooting video on the iPhone, transforming it into something much closer to a real camera. Today I want to talk about my real-world experience with the Sandmarc 58mm, why I like it, where I think it falls a bit short, and whether it's actually worth picking up for iPhone filmmaking. I want to preface this by saying that I've used this lens more for cinematography than photography, so that's what we're talking about today. I almost always mount it to the iPhone's main sensor, which gives you the best image quality, the best low light performance, and the most flexibility overall. And this is where the 58mm really shines. By adding this telephoto lens, you instantly get more depth and far better subject separation than the native iPhone lenses. The background compression creates a natural looking blur that feels much closer to what you'd expect from a traditional camera setup. The bokeh itself is more of a soft, general blur than anything over-stylized, but it certainly helps rid the image of the iPhone look. Considering you're working with a very small sensor, the performance here is impressive. Center sharpness is excellent, though edge sharpness can soften a bit, which I actually kind of like. If anything, I actually wish it had more character to mute the iPhone's kind of sharp, overly digitized look even a bit more. Optically, one of the biggest benefits I've noticed is the reduction in weird flares, ghosting, and artifacts that you sometimes get with the native iPhone lens. These issues are almost completely gone when using the 58mm in addition to the ND filter. Sandmarc sent me their motion variable ND to try out, which is a 2 to 6 stop filter. It screws directly onto the lens without needing step-up rings, which makes the setup faster and easier. If you're serious about shooting video, I'd strongly recommend pairing the 58mm with this ND. Sometimes though, I've noticed the lowest stop of the ND filter is too much of a jump, so I have to raise the ISO even in daylight. One issue I've had is that the Blackmagic app can struggle with autofocus occasionally, especially when the lens is mounted to the telephoto iPhone lens. It's not a fault of the lens itself, but it is something you'll need to work around by using manual focus on occasion. Another downside is the 17mm universal threaded mounting system. While it's great for compatibility, screwing the lens on can take a few seconds longer than a locking or magnetic mechanism. It's not a deal breaker, but when you're pulling the phone from a pocket, it can slow you down a little bit. Using the Blackmagic camera app with Apple Log H.265 allows a relatively low bitrate, but still a tremendous amount of leeway for color grading and playing with the curves in post. It also seems to bypass a lot of Apple's in-camera sharpening. The 58mm telephoto paired with a variable ND filter and Apple Log is, in my opinion, the best way to get a quote-unquote cinematic look out of the iPhone. Everything you've seen here has been graded using Resolve with the Dehancer plugin. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out and support the channel. If you have any questions about the Sandmarc or iPhone filmmaking in general, leave a comment, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.